What's good, everybody? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode here on the O'Shea Duke Jackson channel, man. And today I have my boy, brother Aaron from the Black Males Travels YouTube channel and Facebook group. We did a really great show last time, over 30,000 views on that video. And I appreciate all the support from all the brothers, man. Brother Aaron is a really, really good friend of mine. And go ahead, brother, and tell them a little bit more about your channel and what kind of content you create over there.
Yeah, here at Black Men Travels, we basically brothers that travel the world, and we give out information on traveling in different countries, our experiences. We show photos of just taking tours, different exotic foods, anything you could think of as far as concerned of black men traveling the world, circumventing the globe, having a good time, doing business overseas, networking with each other, building with each other, and just expanding our options as far as dating and business opportunities. So we have a Facebook group, Black Men Travels. We have a website, blackmentravels.com, and a YouTube channel, Black Men Travels as well, man.
All right. And guys, definitely appreciate the support for, this channel and also his channel. Now, today we're going to talk about something, very controversial. A popular black YouTuber since 2017 has been coming on strong. Alpha Male Strategies made a controversial video that a lot of guys in the travel sector kind of took offense to, which was called "Foreign Women Ain't No Better."
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a lot of guys responded to it. I actually responded to it, but I know that you are under the position, or you have the position that foreign women could be better, in that black men don't even need dating coaches. Like it's right?
Not at all. Yeah, exactly.
Why do you say that?
I feel like, well, let me just get this real straight. I like AMS, right? I feel like AMS is more so a life coach than an actual dating coach. When he came in the game, his information was just more up to date. He got a lot of information from ARC, which is cool. He just was more of his strategies were more based on like I say, like the social media age, basically the millennial age, right? Generation Z's and everything. Some of the stuff that the other PUAs were just a little bit outdated. Right now, man, in my opinion, and this is not going towards AMS at all, because like I said, I like that brother. He has a lot of good information about life and coming up as a man in general. Tell you how women think and how they view us and everything like that. But as far as like the whole PUA atmosphere, man, you can't really outmac a woman's upbringing, period, regardless of what type of strategies you use to gain access to her body. Basically, that's what you're doing. That's what people getting PUAs for the most part. In my opinion, I think you should save that money on the consultation fee. Unless it's some type of mentorship, I understand that. But I think you should get a passport and expand your options to traveling around the world and meeting different women of different cultures, Afro women of different cultures, like Latin cultures, whatever, African cultures. And you will see that you don't have to rest on matching techniques or anything like that. You just have to be a man, be masculine, and be about your resources. And you will find some really good, beautiful, submissive women overseas, and it's some in the States as well. I want to clarify that, but for the most part, man, the way the culture is set in some of these overseas countries like Colombia and Brazil, the man plays more of a traditional role. So the women value you more. Let's put it that way.
Okay. So, and you're currently in Colombia right now, right?
Man, I'm in Medellin, Colombia, man. One of the most beautiful countries in the world and one of the most greatest cities in the world. I love it here.
Let me ask you this, because Colombia is in South America. Mm-hmm. A lot of people would probably assume that Colombian women probably listen to American music. They may have idols, like a Cardi B, or they're influenced by the West. So there must be some evidence of feminism that is there with with younger Colombian women. So would you say that Colombian women on average are better to date than American women, even though they're still being influenced by American hip hop, American music, American dress?
Well, they still have, their form of romance music as well. They have salsa and reggaeton. They listen to American music, like, popular American music, but for the most part, they don't allow the music to influence the way they interact with relationships with men. Out here in Colombia, man, it's a very machismo culture. It's like what they want to call it. Well, not what they would call it, but what they call it here. And it's just very paternal. It's about women. Colombian women want families. They want they want a good man. Like I explained to my homeboy yesterday, we had a good discussion yesterday over lunch. We was like, man, these women, they want you to have some type of job or have some type of access to resources. You don't really have to be wealthy or rich to date a Colombian woman. A lot of Colombian women are very genuine. I'm talking about the Afro Colombians as well, man. So, as far as him saying that the feminism is reaching, I can see that. And when you say feminism, you mean pretty much like, education and stuff like that. Are women holding down jobs? Yes and no. It's there. But there's so many women in these countries, man. There's so many beautiful women in Colombia, bro. Most women in Colombia, they just want a good man. They want to be good wives and good mothers. And it's not the thing that AMS doesn't know is he doesn't understand, because he's never been here, that in these countries, especially Colombia and Brazil, it's not all about the hustle. It's not all about the bustle and making money every day and all this stuff. It's more laid back out here. It's more family oriented out there. It's all about the family here in Colombia, man. So, yeah, you might have some of the younger Colombian women might, be influenced by feminism, but it's not nowhere near as bad as it is in the States, bro. Nowhere near.
Let me ask you this, because there are some people who feel that women are women everywhere that you go. Women are the same, and that if you had problems dealing with American women and you go to Colombia or Brazil or the Philippines, that's a reflection of you, not necessarily American women. And then you're going to go out there and that woman is still going to realize that you have, low self-esteem, low confidence, and, you're still going to run into the same problems wherever you go, because that was Steve the Dean's argument yesterday. I didn't post the video yet. But that's what his argument, that you're going to have the same issues that you had in America. The only thing that guys are looking to position is the fact that, I have a U.S. passport, so I'm an American, and that gives me the advantage. Whereas in America, the person with the U.S. passport doesn't have that advantage because everybody's an American. What would you say to that?
I would just say that's completely hogwash and untrue, brother. Now, as a man, you got to build yourself up as a man, period. No matter where at on the world you are, okay? Do you have female nature? Do women want comfortability? They want resources? Of course. Do they like confident men? Of course. So you still got to work on yourself. You still got to build yourself up. And a lot of brothers that travel have built themselves up, because you got to have money to travel. You got to make moves to have a passport as well. But as far as you got to be this alpha Mac daddy in the States to transfer that to, overseas, then no, not at all, man. The women are different here. The women are very feminine. You know what I'm saying? They're not feminine or whatnot. They just want a man that's going to take care of them. And that's pretty much it, brothers. I've seen guys out here in Colombia, and I'm not getting on my, short or overweight guys. I got a little weight on me my damn self, but I'm just saying, you don't have to have a six pack. You don't have to be 6 foot. You don't have to make six figures to get a cold dime out here in Colombia, Brazil, and overseas, bro. You still got to have your stuff together. But for the most part, you expand your dating options 4, 5-fold, 10-fold, I'm sorry, when you go overseas. And I've heard that before. I heard that, if you're lame in America, you're going to be a lame overseas. Well, they don't care if you're lame overseas. They just want a man, okay?
Okay.
It's way more women than it is the dudes here. Most of the guys are unfaithful. Most of the guys don't make that much money here. So when you're American, you kind of got to edge up as soon as you open up your mouth and you start speaking English. Most people want to learn how to speak English. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the king's language right now at this point. So I just agree with that. And I don't know if Steve ever traveled. I'm not sure. I know Steve has a lot of outdated things that he comments on his channel and everything. So I just can't agree with that at all, man.
Let me ask you this. I've heard some black women, especially when Al Grease came out with.
Shout out to my brother Al Grease.
Al Grease, I forgot what it was called.
Frustrated.
Frustrated, right. Shout out to Al Grease. Al Grease came out with Frustrated. There was a sister that was on there, heavy set sister, that said that white men going to Brazil.
Yeah.
The reason why they are going to Brazil is that these women are poor. So obviously the women are better looking, but they're poor. They may lack, a certain amount of education. And so what men are doing is men who couldn't get these sorts of women in the States are using using the crutch that they have money and the women don't, and they're poor. And that's the reason why these women are dealing with them, because you have money and most guys don't, and it's really just a financial exchange. She doesn't really care about you because you're just a bag to her. What would you say to a person who would say something like that?
I would make the same argument that in America, a lot of women don't care for us and they only want money as well. It's the same elements, really, when you think about it. I think that the women overseas in Brazil and Colombia, for the most part, are very genuine. Do you have some women out here that's gold diggers? Well, you got gold diggers in the States. You got women, you got lawyers, you got doctors, you got nurses out here in these countries like South America and Colombia as well. So that's just something that a naive person would say, that brothers are coming over here trying to take advantage of women that are don't have a lot of money. That's crazy to me. And I'm gonna tell you, honestly speaking, that's really not how the majority of brothers are moving. For the most part, the women that a lot of brothers are dating are actually into them. I see it all the time, man. Brothers are, we have a different little swag to ourselves. Now I see some of the older white guys, 60s, 70s with, the young women and stuff. That's more on that tangent is what she's talking about. But you got guys in 30s, 40s, 50s, still in shape, successful. Why wouldn't a woman want that? You know what I'm saying? Any woman would want that in any country. So that's not completely true. Now, is it some guys that might be going out there for that? Possibly. But, who's to say? It's the same thing that when women go to Jamaica and what was the other country? Not Zimbabwe, Zambia, I think, and go to the resorts where the brothers, with the six packs and have sex and buy them cars and stuff. So it's the same little element, really.
Why do you say that dating coaches have outdated information?
Well, like I said, AMS is probably, I really look at him more of a life coach more so than a dating coach, but I don't know if he really considers himself a dating coach. But I would say this, when he came in the game, his information was up to date and accurate. Now, some of the other guys, a lot of dating coaches have been married 10, 20 years. They've really been out the game. So they really don't know what the new generation of women are really thinking. They're not talking about how social media, when you're doing on Tinder, she got 10 Tinder dates lined up on you already. They're not talking about that. They're not talking about this new age of social media. It's just a little bit outdated. ARC, to me, in my opinion, gave like a lot of information as far as the root of the PUA game. He gave a lot of information about female nature, him and BGS as well. And that's what you need to know. You need to know more so about female nature, more so than trying to, okay, what do I say this? How do I text this? Steve Dean say I need to do this. He's been married for 20-some plus years. He doesn't know what to do out here in 2020. He really doesn't. Not to get on him like that, but I'm just saying some of his stuff is just a little outdated to me. But you really want to know, once you know about female nature, man, it applies universally, really. In America, it's to the extreme hypergamy. It's a very hypergamous culture out here where, they want to monkey branch up and all that good stuff. And that information was very important for the brothers to learn about, because a lot of us did not know. A lot of us was going off information that our moms was giving us, which was totally incorrect. You know what I'm saying? So it was good that we had these spaces. It was good that we had ARC. It's good that we got BGS and stuff like that to really tell us about female nature in general all over the world. That applies to every woman, like I say, all over the globe. But when you come to dating in America and you try to think that, okay, I'm going to take this course, I'm going to take this class, or I'm going to get this consultation and just change overnight from this consult, this $400-500 consultation, and then it doesn't work for the most part. You know what I'm saying? You was better off getting you a passport, booking you a flight, taking your ass to Brazil, taking your ass to Colombia or DR or something like that. Asia, Thailand.
Let me ask you that also, because there's some guys who struggle with getting dates, and dating coaches. You have the coach Corey Waynes, and he's probably the most known guy. And then you have in the black sector, Lucario, Steve the Dean. You have someone considered Donovan Sharp, Stefan Clinkscales. Now you have Alpha Male Strategies, Alan Roger Curry, Ron Wills, guys like that.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'm just naming guys that are like really in the black, more in the black sector. So for guys who have problems approaching women, when you look at, like, for example, let's look at Coach Corey Wayne. He has it seems like a lot of happy customers, a lot of great clients. I'm pretty sure AMS has a book that he wrote. So does Alan Roger Curry. People were very, very happy with the book, and so much so that they make a full-time living off of it because people see what they have is valuable. So then when you come out and say that black men don't need dating coaches, what about guys who have problems getting women in America? I mean, won't they still need to know how to approach a woman in Japan, or still how to break conversations or break the ice, especially in different language? Wouldn't they want to know some of those basics?
Well, yeah. Once again, I didn't know that Rome Wills and Steph Clinkscales actually consider themselves to be PUA coaches. I thought they was more like life coaches. And when you talk about listening to them, yeah, they got a lot of valuable information. Like I said, you got to work on yourself and build your confidence up as a man, period, no matter where you're at. In my opinion, I just think that women are more approachable overseas, and you just have, I don't want to just throw, they're just a little bit more feminine, bro. I'm just gonna put it that way.
Okay.
Now, I don't know. I've never really heard the guy. You said his name was Corey. I'm sorry.
Coach Corey Wayne.
Corey Wayne. Yeah, I'm not really. You said a white guy.
Yeah, he's probably he's been around for a long time.
Okay, yeah, I'm not really familiar with him, but like I said, regardless, man, you got to build yourself up as a man. You should always be able to approach women. You got to look at yourself like you're the prize. Okay, so I think with just a base of just good information that's floating around the internet, you build your skills up, you build your resources up, and it's cool. You can still date in the States. You can still, I'm not telling you that you don't have to get some type of consultation if you have problems approaching women. Most brothers do not have problems approaching women. Let's be honest, though.
Okay.
Most brothers will go ahead and cold approach a woman in a heartbeat. We're good for that. Now, maybe white guys, maybe Asian guys, maybe that's not their culture to really cold approach. They got to be hooked up, or But for brothers, I'm gonna give brothers the edge on just having a little bit more of the swag to where our personalities. A lot of us can dance, a lot of us are funny. Most of us do not need dating coaches. We just need to get under the programming that we have, the indoctrination on how to treat women and how to, what I'm saying? Just how to talk to women and everything, how we grew up with this whole what's that romance movie everybody loves? Love and Basketball type of mentality, you know what I'm saying? Where romance is going to save you. No, you need culture, you need some type of patriarchy to save you, because when you look at it, okay, what are we really giving these dudes? Okay, average guys will get married, will get divorced. What did he really learn by that? When overseas, if you decide to date a woman and get married, have kids, it's way better as far as legally. They're not trying to rape you in these overseas countries for the most part.
Good point.
So, that's my take on it. But like I say, I like Rome Reels, man. Rome Reels is the OG. I like Stephen Clinkscales as well. I like AMS, so I'm not really trying to, throw no shade on none of them brothers, because them brothers are very successful.
Right.
I listen to all their videos. I'm just saying that, I noticed that a lot of brothers, unfortunately, are kind of stuck in that paralysis by analysis, where they'll be on the panel for 6, 7, 8 hours talking about, the problems with women. And I'm just like, yo, just change your locale, bro. Women gonna be women regardless. They're gonna whatever they can allow to do, they're gonna do. Okay, whether it hurts their family, whatever it is, they're gonna do, bro. It's nothing you can do. Talking on a panel for 8 hours about why they're doing this and they shouldn't be doing this, and trying to explain to them you know, that they're old and nobody wants them. It doesn't work. It's just a waste of time.
Okay.
You are a man. You are valuable. Get your passport. Get your stuff right now. Get your credit right, stuff like that. Get your resources together. Get your passport. Get in shape and bring your ass overseas, man. I'm telling you, it's a much, much better experience. I talk to brothers all the time. How often do you see brothers even smiling in the States, ear to ear? You don't see it that often. Most brothers are going to have their head down. They're going to have someone in their mind. Their baby mama dragging them through the court system, you know, their job messing with them. All types of little issues they be having. But when you travel overseas, man, it's just a more of a tranquilo, relaxing situation, man. And your money flips 4 to 5, 7 times. So your money goes a whole lot longer.
Let me ask you this, because some guys are going to say, all right, you can go overseas, meet this chick. Most guys can't afford to just stay there. It's different if you can stay there.
That's true.
But, you know, you're going to have to come back to Louisville, Chicago, Atlanta, Sacramento, Detroit. And then you're going to be in a long-distance relationship. She definitely going to be cheating on you while you out there and all of this. What would you say to that? Because it's basically like, you know, you're getting a girlfriend experience because while you're there, I mean, sure, it's going to be good. But when you leave, it's back to normal again.
I mean, I see guys pull it off all the time. As a man, you have to assume that, you know, she's going to be doing whatever when you overseas. She might talk to you on the phone every day. She might video chat you. She might have a whole little boyfriend overseas, or, you know, not overseas, but in her country, her homeland. But it can work. I've seen it work. I've seen guys have a long distance relationship with a woman for 2-3 years, and he comes and moves to the country, or she moves to America, and they get married. It can work. It really depends on the individual, so it's really hard to say. But I do see it all the time, man. If it's worth making it work, the two of you can make it work. Let's put it that way. You know, it's going to be some times where it's difficult. I've tried to date overseas like that as well. Of course, it's better if you're able to spend 2-3 months out of the year over here, but it can work, brother. Sometimes you just vibe with somebody. Sometimes you just have the energy with somebody. And believe it or not, some of these women can't hold it down for a couple of months, but you got to, yeah, of course, you got to go see them every 2-3 months now. I don't have them out here waiting for a year or so, but it can happen, man. You got chicks that do, well, I ain't gonna say they be physically faithful, but you got chicks that faithful to dudes in prison for 4, 5, 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So It can happen, man. It really depends on, you know, the relationship you have with that woman, man. But it can work, bro. It can work, especially if you're in a situation where, say, if you're living in Florida, say if you're living in Georgia or somewhere on that East Coast, and it's only a 2-hour, hour and a half flight to the Dominican Republic, bro. It's 3-hour flight to Barranquilla, Colombia, bro. You know what I'm saying? The flights are cheap now. So you can make it happen if you really want to make it happen, man. And then when you get over there, everything should be taken care of. You know, she's gonna take care of you. So it can work.
All right. Well, let me do this. So tell everybody, you know, because obviously some brothers will come from this particular interview over to your channel. Tell them what they can expect on, you know, the Black Man's Travel YouTube channel and Facebook group. What can they expect over there if they subscribe to your channel?
Man, the Black Man Travels YouTube, man, is all about information, all about knowledge of traveling overseas. We have a lot of brothers that come on. I do interviews. Right now, we just started Money Talk Tuesdays. We got stocks over thoughts. We got crypto over hoes, crypto bros over hoes. So a lot of information because we know brothers need to get some type of passive income to travel more. So on my channel, we're going to bring on Kenny Taylor, who's really good with stocks. We're going to bring on a brother named Bobby Manite, who's an excellent crypto trader. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to also bring on brothers that's already traveling overseas. We're going to do videos of me, you know, just exploring different countries as well. So Black Man Travels is just a wealth of information. And if you want to, you know, access it, man, subscribe to the channel, bro.
All right. So guys, you heard it first. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. I have the Black Man's Travel YouTube page and also the Facebook group. And I believe you got a lot of subscribers the last time, almost 1,000, right?
It was 1,000 plus, man. Look, 1,000 plus subscribers. A lot of brothers came in, and we welcome them on the YouTube channel as well as the Facebook group. The Facebook group is very important for you guys to sign up to as well, man, because we get a lot of the real raw information in the group. We don't put everything on YouTube because YouTube is a big platform, it's the engine. So if you want to get that inside information, you know, you can join the Facebook group as well.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this interview. Check out the first comment pinned at the top. You'll find all my information, the Patreon, my Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. You'll find the email, all my contact information.
Hey, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, sure.
Brothers, okay, do not throw money while you're overseas, okay?
Uh-oh.
Do not throw money in these clubs. Even if you got a strip club, do not throw money. I just want to just put that out there real quick because, listen, it's still South America, okay? It can get very sticky. I had an incident a couple of nights ago when the guys had got into a fight with some Colombians out there for throwing money in the club. These guys have their own cultural rules, okay? And one of those rules is you don't toss up money to women like that. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful, man. Realize that you're in a foreign country, you're in a different culture, and you got to kind of abide by the rules of the land, those that the government sets and those that the culture sets as well. It's just rude to just toss up money like that. And, you know, we don't need to be fighting in clubs. Let's make ourselves, you know, look good overseas, brothers. Let's, you know, have a good a reputation overseas. So no throwing money, bro. No throwing money in the clubs. Just as a disclaimer, real quick. I just throw that out there, man, real quick, because I keep seeing it in the DR. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on.
All right, brother. Well, thank you so much for coming on, brother Aaron. And guys, check him out. First company to the top. We're out. Peace.
Peace.